Welcome to Knockhill for round 2 of the Avon Tyres National Formula Ford 1600 Championship. Championship leader Niall Murray is starting back in 5th position, and pole position today, Matt in car number 27. It's over to Scott Woodwiss to take you through the rest of the grid.
Thanks Lloyd, and here is the grid on the anti-clockwise layout at Knockhill. A unique challenge and a unique front row. Matt Rangarrido with his first national pole. Nico Gruber alongside on the front row for the first time. Jamie Thorburn and Neil McLennan lead the local interest on row 2 from Niall Murray and Hugo Bentley-Ellis. Ross Martin and Josh Smith with Luke Cooper and Carter Williams completing the top 10. Joey Foster and Rory Smith on row 6 ahead of Sebastian Melrose and Jonathan Brown, Sebastian Jobe and Jack Wolfenden, with Michael Eastwell and James Clark on row 9 ahead of Davide Maloney and Vincent Jay. Fergus Payton and Richard Morris ahead of Fraser Gray to complete the 23-car lineup. So 15 minutes around the anti-clockwise layout at Knockhill. It's Rangarrido on pole on the right-hand side, Gruber on the front row on the left. Watch for the lights at the top of the screen. Revs rise, and race 1 of the weekend is go! Nice equal launch from the first couple of rows, clean start, good getaway from Josh Smith in the 0 as they charge towards the hairpin for the first time, and already Nico Gruber is challenging for the lead now, down towards the hairpin. Into the left-hander they go. 2 by 2 hurrah as they all file in together. Looks to be as if Rangarrido's got the lead. It's Gruber in 2nd place. Now we're on board with Carter Williams, the American. To his left is Joey Foster, race winner at Silverstone and last year's Formula Ford Festival champion. And they're going wheel to wheel through the Hislops curve and up towards Clark's for the first time. Leaders up towards the chicane, and it's now Rangarrido who leads. Gruber in 2nd place. Then it's McLennan, Thorburn and Murray, the top 5 trying to break away. Ross Martin leads the train for 6th as they funnel their way through one after the other, down the hill through the chicane, then through Butchers, through the Scotsman corner, and then as we watch Niall Murray up through the Sayat curves at the top of the hill and onto the pit straight to complete the first lap of racing. 1.26 miles here on the reverse layout at Knockhill, and it's Rangarrido who leads them across at the end of the first lap. Now already I can see Niall Murray is coming under pressure here from Ross Martin as they head into the hairpin again. No change in the first few positions, but I've spoken too soon because Nico Gruber runs wide on the exit of the hairpin, now down the straight towards Hislops. I think McLennan may get 2nd place. We ride on board with Ross Martin, another one of the local Scottish drivers. And he is putting the pressure on 2016 champion Niall Murray. Gliding their way through Clark Corner, now down the short Brabham straight towards the chicane. Trying to make inroads here, as there has been a change for 2nd. Neil McLennan, the Scotsman, in the white and blue number 25, he's into 2nd place, and he didn't appear at the first round at Silverstone, but it was a very last-minute deal to appear here at Knockhill, and believe it or not, he's raced at Knockhill so many times, but in the more correctly known direction, but he's never raced on the reverse layout, and it's showing here because now coming under threat from his 2 Cliff Dempsey Racing teammates. Down towards the hairpin, he looks to the middle of the road. Gruber looks to the inside line to defend from Jamie Thorburn. Thorburn tries around the outside, but he's being held out to dry on the curb, and now this puts him under big pressure from Niall Murray. I'm pretty sure Cliff Dempsey for a moment was having heart palpitations. So Rangarrido leads, McLennan 2nd, Gruber 3rd. Jamie Thorburn holds on to 4th place, but for how much longer as they turn their way through Clark Corner. Over the curbs, and Thorburn's under attack from Murray again. He's got a better run on the exit Clark Corner into the chicane up the inside, and there goes Niall Murray up on 2 wheels. The back wheels flick up into the air over the chicane. You can tell how hard Niall Murray's pushing, but what a great move that was to move up another spot in the top 5. So there's Niall Murray, car number 5. Did a little bit of racing in his homeland in Ireland and also did some British GT racing last year, but he's back in the National Championship, chasing that Master Road to Indy prize, and he's back in the Championship purely because he loves racing Formula Fords. So what better place to do it than in the National Championship? The rest of the leaders go streaming through. There's Hugo Bentley-Ellis in the white and blue Kevin Mills Spectrum car. He's giving pressure to Jamie Thorburn, and in the mix as well, look behind them, you've got the likes of, looks to me as if that's Ross Martin and Joey Foster. There's Joey. And just behind him is the Oldfield racing car of Josh Smith. So through Clark Corner, on board with Foster now, looking at the gearbox of Ross Martin. Down the Brabham straight, almost sideways into the chicane. They launch over these curbs and through the left-hander at Butchers, then through Scotsman. And the leading pair now, these two are really starting to go into combat. Matt Round-Garrido absorbing all the pressure from Neil McLennan here. Matt Round-Garrido took his first podium in the National Championship back at Silverstone. He would dearly love to add a first win to his first pole position that he took for this race. Forward Martin, down towards the hairpin, and that's Hugo Bentley-Ellis diving up the inside of Jamie Thorburn. He's caught him completely off guard, and the youngster dives up the inside and says, "Thank you very much, Jamie." Great move from the Spectrum driver, and also great move for the lead because it's changed, look. Neil McLennan into the lead here at Knockhill. He's passed Matt Round-Garrido through the Clark Corner. Over the curbs on the exit, Nico Gruber's staying there in third place. Wide in the background is Hugo Bentley-Ellis. That's going to put him back under attack from Jamie Thorburn. But flying over the chicane, through Butchers, and now into the Scotsman corner again, Neil McLennan, former Scottish champion, runner-up in the National Championship last year, is really kicking off his 2018 campaign in the best possible fashion in the lead. But can he stay there? Because Matt Round-Garrido is looking really fired up here. They're side by side across the line, down towards the hairpin once again. McLennan's forced to hold the inside line. Round-Garrido will try to look around the outside. He's trying to brave his way through if he can make it stick, but he can't get it done. Round-Garrido slots back into second place. Gruber closes in now. Murray's in there too. And behind them it's Action Stations, because I can see there was a great scrap going on for fifth position downwards. Out of Hislops through Clark Corner. They're getting a little bit sideways on the exit. Sideways to Round-Garrido and for Gruber. Down towards chicane, they bang wheels. McLennan stays in front, but look at the nose of Round-Garrido's car. It's got a tyre mark there where it rubbed against. I think that was the left rear of McLennan's car, and somehow they all came out of it unscathed. Now we're on board with James Clark, another one of the young graduates. He's a former junior saloon car racer. He's back in the pack. He's chasing after Sebastian Job, but not for much longer. He's not. Over the curb, sideways and into the gravel, and that's his race done and dusted. Spin your wheels all you like, sunshine. That car's going no further. Meanwhile, back at the front, it's 2 by 2 hurrah for the lead and for third place. McLennan still leads from Round-Garrido and then Nico Gruber. But look at Noel Murray in fourth place. He's really on the back of the young Austrian as they come through Hislops. All four of them together as Round-Garrido puts the pressure onto McLennan. Into Clark Corner again. It's almost like a 16-wheel Formula Ford. It's that close. McLennan goes defensive, but he's gone too late because here comes Round-Garrido up the inside into the chicane, and he's got it done. Great move by Matt Round-Garrido to head back into the lead of the race, and what timing as well, because the safety car has come out. That has to be for the stricken car of James Clark, and also look at Noel Murray up the inside into the Sayat curves for third place, and I think he's got his nose in front just as they come to the safety car boards and flags. So everyone bunches up, everyone slows down in anticipation for catching the safety car, and already race leader Matt Round-Garrido is weaving from side to side now. And for those who are none the wiser, this is to keep heat into the tyres, into the brakes, and also to keep up the tyre pressures as well, to ensure that when these guys hit the green flag on the restart, that their car is at optimal temperature and in optimal condition to get racing again, because cold tyres and cold brakes can have a disastrous effect on the car if you're approaching a corner at high speed. And if you hit the middle pedal and start to brake, if the car's squirming around all over the place, that can only cause trouble. So let's just take stock of where we are. Then there's the safety car at the top of the screen. It's Matt Round-Garrido who leads. McLennan in second place. Noel Murray did get the move on Nico Gruber into third place. And it looks to think that is Hugo Bentley-Ellis in fifth place from Jamie Thorburn. So we see this great sight of the cars weaving from side to side, this way and that. It's a wonderful sight to see them all grouped together. I think that's Davide Maloney at the back of the group, all stacking up behind the Honda Civic safety car. There's a couple of stragglers at the back as they continue to catch up. And there is the stricken car of James Carter, or James Clark, I should say. And credit to the marshals and circuit officials here at Knockhill for responding so quickly. There's the safety car, and slowing right down to allow the field to close up here, and of course to get through past the scene of the incident without too much drama. So the key here is going to be when the safety car goes in, and when those lights on the top of the safety car go out, the Matt Round-Garrido has got to be able to try and get a jump on the rest of the field here. And he's not really going to do that if the field is slowing down this much. They're almost slowing to a complete stop in the background. You can see several cars literally coming to a halt. But the course vehicle recovering James Clark's stricken chassis as it heads off the circuit. And I can't imagine we're going to be under safety car conditions for much longer. Here's Ross Martin, one of a few Scottish drivers in the field, and he's one of the very few drivers that actually has any kind of experience racing in both directions here at Knockhill. It is fully licensed and approved by the MSA, and they have run reverse direction races here many, many times. It's the first time that the National Championship has visited this circuit and raced in this direction. They were here last year for the National Championship, and Neil McLennan was one of the dominant forces. One such driver who isn't, I'm afraid, is going to be Jack Wolfenden, purely because something is not right with that Furman. Into the pits he comes, and I suspect the team are going to have a little bit of work to get that car ready for race 2. It's quite a shame because there's lots of potential and speed in that Furman chassis. Of course, remember, last year's champion Luke Williams did so in a Furman chassis, and hopefully those cars can get towards the front of the field sooner rather than later. Last few cars in the field. There's Sebastian Job in the blue and green car. He won the scholarship with JMR, and that actually was after winning a sim racing competition, so it just shows how top quality he is. But there's Matt Round-Garrido from Neil McLennan. And the key here, as we said, is to get the jump on everyone else. If he can do that, he might be in a prime position to take his first National Formula Ford victory. Everyone else stacking up behind, one after the other. Carter Williams is in there as well. There is Michael Eastwell, another of the Kevin Mills Spectrum cars. They're running pretty well this weekend so far. Let's see how much progress they can make through the field. Through the Clark corner. Plunging downhill. The cars are getting very light and a little bit sideways, you're seeing on the onboard shots, as we now head towards the end of the safety car period. Matt Round-Garrido has put his foot to the floor and decided now's the time to pull the pin and get things underway as the green flag flies and racing resumes here for race 1 of the weekend at Knockhill. And immediately Matt Round-Garrido's not comfortable. Here goes McLennan to the outside for the lead of the race. But look behind it, Noel Murray up the inside. He's caught it completely off guard. Murray slips up the inside and he's done it, up to 2nd place. Brilliant opportunistic pass from Noel Murray. Neil McLennan was so focused on getting the lead from Round-Garrido, he didn't see Murray sliding up the inside, and Noel says, "Thank you very much, sunshine. I'll take 2nd place all day long." So now Bernard Dolan sees his cars 1st and 2nd in the lead of the race. 3rd is now Neil McLennan, 4th is Gruber. Behind them, Hugo Bentley Ellis is under attack from the 3rd of the Cliff Dempsey cars. That's Jamie Thorburn. But now on the first racing lap, under speed again after the yellow flag period, it is Team Dolan cars, 1st and 2nd. Now the question is, what can Neil McLennan do to get back up the order? Out of the Sayat curves, underneath the bridge, and onto the pit straight again. The first lap racing once again, they're swarming all over each other. Round-Garrido still leads, but the question's got to be for how much longer. Now it's Murray's turn to go to the outside as they head into the hairpin. And look at McLennan. Is he going to get the payback? There's a little bit of contact between the pair of them, but Murray stays in 2nd place, crucially, for the moment. Down the short straight, now through the flat-out right-hander at Hislops. And Murray is working together with Round-Garrido here. They're in the slipstream through Clark Corner. A little bit sideways from everyone. And now down towards the chicane. And is Noel Murray going to sit here and help his teammate to pull away? Or does he fancy his 2nd race victory of the season? Only time will tell. Out of Butchers, into the Scotsman corner. And still Round-Garrido is keeping cool here. He's only 18 years old. He's a former junior saloon car racer, started racing Formula Fords a couple of years ago. He's won at Northern level, but can he convert that now into a national victory here? Well, not if Noel Murray's got anything to say about it. He's going to the outside again, up towards the hairpin. Is he going to get it stuck? He looks around the outside, but look at Neil McLennan. Is he going to do what Murray did a couple of laps ago? I think he might well do, because on the exit, Murray runs wide and McLennan slips back through into 2nd place. Pass me up the inside, will you, Niall? Have some of that. So Neil McLennan back up into 2nd place. He splits the 2 Dolan cars now. So it's Dolan, Cliff Dempsey, Dolan, Cliff Dempsey. That's the order. And these 2 in both respective camps are going to be biting their nails, look, watching this. And the top 4 really are pulling a clear now from 5th place Ross Martin. Into Scotsman corner. McLennan is almost right under the gearbox of Round-Garrido as we go on board with another Scotsman. This is Sebastian Melrose, chasing off this huge pack of cars. I can see Rory Smith and Carter Williams. Luke Cooper's in there as well. They head up the hill over the Sayat curves, bumping over the curves as they come down towards the hairpin. Leaders once again, and Murray looks to the outside here. McLennan almost stops and loses the back end under braking. There's Nico Gruber in 4th place. And Murray couldn't get the move around the outside, but look at the momentum that now McLennan has to take the lead around the outside. It is now side by side. They run through Hislop's corner together, up towards the left-hander at Clark corner. Around Garrido will just sweep in front and hold on to the lead. This is intense stuff here in race 1 of the weekend at Knockhill, and it's not over yet. Into the chicane, all 4 of them as one, bumping over the curbs. Through Butchers, and now through Scotsman corner. Little twitch of oversteer from McLennan. Bumps the curb. Gets a little bit loose again. Now up the hill through the Sayat curves. And there's not long left to go in this race. Out of a left-hander, onto the pit straight again. They should get the last lap board very soon. Down towards the hairpin. And it is the last lap of the race. Now he comes round Garrido. McLennan holds the inside line. Murray will look to the outside. It's side by side for second place. Is Murray going to get the move done around the outside? Yes, he's done it! Great move from Niall Murray up to second place. That is redemption for a few laps ago. Think you can pass me, can you, Neil? Try that one for size. Fantastic. There's Ross Martin in 5th place. Jamie Thorburn leading a great battle for 7th between Michael Eastwell and Joey Foster. And that battle should go all the way to the flag. Luke Cooper's in there as well, and Carter Williams, and also Rory Smith. But the leaders out of the chicane into Butchers for the final time. And what a battle it's been. The safety car has broken things up a little bit. But try as Niall Murray and Neil McLennan have, they are some of the best in the business. But 18-year-old Matt Round Garrido, he only took his first pole this morning. Now he's gone one better. Up to the checkered flag. Matt Round Garrido wins his first National Formula Ford race from Murray in 2nd, McLennan 3rd and Gruber 4th. The top 4 covered by 0.677 of a second. What a finish and what a race. Rest of the field sweeps through to check the checkered flag. And there's a very happy Matt Round Garrido, and here is confirmation of the result. Round Garrido wins, Murray in 2nd from McLennan 3rd and Gruber 4th. Then Ross Martin takes 5th from Jamie Thorburn 6th, Michael Eastwell 7th, Joey Foster 8th, then Luke Cooper and Rory Smith. Carter Williams was 11th from Jonathan Brown in 12th, then Sebastian Melrose, Sebastian Joe, Hugo Bentley Ellis down in 15th, then Jay, Maloney, Payson, Gray and Morris, with Smith, Wolfenden and Clark, the 3 retirees. Fantastic way to kick off the weekend at Knockhill, and here's Lloyd on the podium with the top 3.
Matt, a very tough race out there, particularly first couple of laps, quite a bit of dicing going on before the yellow flag. Talk us through it from your point of view.
Yeah, you know, it was my first ever national pole and my first ever national win as well, so nerves were probably getting a little bit of the better off me. I was trying to play it conservative. I knew that making a mistake would be easy. So, you know, going to the hairpin, which is the main overtaking area, I was thinking, just cover the switch back nice and early on the brakes, and sure enough, Neil punished me for that. So I had to pluck up some new ideas. I got him back going into the chicane, but from there on, it was really hard to stay in the lead, and you know, Noel was coming through as well, so I was getting put under pressure by 2 great drivers, and I'm just happy to have brought it home. Yeah.
Kept a cool head, especially with the yellow flag as well. So congratulations on your first win.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, tough race out there, and certainly a lot of battling going on through the field, and great overtaking manoeuvres to come back from your starting position.
Yeah, well, a poor qualifying, and we found a good few problems with the car, so I was really confident coming into the race, and yeah, the car felt great. I had probably the best pace out there. I just couldn't get by Matt. He was driving really well, defending really good. So yeah, the odd time when I was behind him, he was defending so good. Neil got by me again. Oh God, I have to do it again. So yeah, no, really happy. I was just hoping to make 1 or 2 places in that race. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. It's not a track that favours overtaking. So to make up 3 places, I'm delighted. Yeah, and hopefully go one better now tomorrow.
Yeah, and that was going to be my next question. From where you are now, what are your chances for tomorrow? A win?
Yeah, well, of course, the win is on the cards. The win was on the cards there, and I started 5th. So yeah, I'll be going for it. I'll need to obviously use my head. You know, you start race 3. You need to finish race 2 to start race 3 up near the front. So yeah, I'll have to finish and just obviously aim to finish as high as I can and keep concentrating on championship.
Fantastic. Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
Neil, congratulations on your podium position. That's the first time in the car this season.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, first time in the car since the festival, so absolutely delighted with the outcome. Didn't think we were going to be racing there this weekend. We were here last weekend spectating, but we decided just to bite the bullet and give it a try. So no, absolutely delighted. Well done to Mafia and Neil as well. Just can't thank the team enough for all the great work they've done in the car, my mum and dad to get me here. So yeah, delighted.
Tough racing out there as well today. More of the same for the next race?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's all of it. nothing better than just a close race from start to finish. So yeah, we'll see how we go.
Congratulations once again. We look forward to seeing you next time out.
Thank you very much. Thank you.